Hi everyone! Welcome to my channel. I'm Mandy Grace. I'm not signing today because my signing vocabulary is not really extensive yet, and I have to look up how to sign things constantly when I'm making videos with sign language. And I love sign language, so I don't necessarily mind doing it, but the nature of today's video, I just really didn't want to have to do all the work. So I'm not going to. Just going to use my voice. With that being said, you can definitely expect more signing videos in the future because that is my newest passion. But on to today's video. It's a brand new year, which also means it's a new quarter, which means I need new goals to accomplish for the next 3 months. And I know what you're thinking. One of those 3 months is already passed. How have you not made goals yet? I have, in fact, made goals. I made goals at the beginning of the year. I've been working through those goals already. I just didn't film them. Which isn't terribly important in the grand scheme of things. I mean, I can get my goals done without, telling you to. But it is something that I have been regularly filming, so I feel like I should. Also, I don't know why, but I find putting it on the internet gives me just that much more accountability. Whether it does or not, it forces me to work a little harder, so we're going with it. So what are quarterly writing goals? There's goals. I make goals that are related to writing so that I can accomplish things. Having goals keeps me motivated and makes me much more productive than when I don't have goals. So that's why I make goals. I do quarterly because 3 months is a decent amount of time for me to do the goals that I set out for myself. Writing a book, editing a book, researching author platforms, etc., whatever. The book I'm currently writing does not fit in that 3-month little space, but that's okay. I don't mind carrying things into the quarter of the year. Welcome the dog to the room, everyone. Ada, come here. If you're gonna be loud, you gotta be on screen. What was I saying? Quarterly writing goals. I make them every 3 months of the year. Every 3 months. Why are you licking my hand? Anyway, it wasn't really licking. I think that was just her wet nose. That's gross. So I make goals about writing, and I post them on the internet. Because why not? So, let's look back at the end of 2018, see how I did. I know already that it was terrible. 1, because it was terrible, and 2, because I already filmed this whole video 2 weeks ago, but I was sick the day that I filmed it, and I was rewatching it and was like, there's no way I'm posting this, so I'm redoing it. That's what's happening right now. Anyway, so let's get through this. October, November, and December of 2018. The first one is Edit Return to Sherwood, which has a strike through because I took it off my list because I knew it was never going to happen. And that's edit as in send it to my editors and start the publishing process. This mostly didn't happen because I'm moving to a new platform and I need to do research on the new platform before I publish something on it. Anyway, the next thing is to write a promise to keep. Okay, I did a promise to keep for NaNoWriMo, and I got my 50,000 words, and I wrote even more than that, and I'm still writing it. It's never going to finish. So I was super productive in the last quarter with this goal. I just didn't finish the book, because this book is never ending. So I gave myself a little half mark. I don't have to write it, because, I already filmed this video and I'm refilming, so it already has a half mark, but there you go. The next thing was to explore Ingram Spark and become familiar with it before I try to publish with it. I did not do that. That's also why, editing Return to Sherwood was moved to a different time frame, because I know nothing. The next thing was to change everything to Mandi, because I'm no longer writing under Mandy Grace. Also, there's something in my eye, don't mind me. Anyway, changing everything to Mandi. I did not finish that. I changed like one thing. I think I changed my Facebook page to Mandi last year. There's a highway back there. Anyway, I can say right now that I have done this because I have, but I did it in January, not last quarter. But I started it last quarter, so I'll give myself another half check. Anyway, the next thing was to outline the fantasy novel that I am hoping to write eventually someday. I did not do that because I'm in the middle of a writing project, and though I do often get caught up in several writing projects at the same time, because I really want to get this novel finished that I'm currently writing, and I'm still stuck in the first draft, and there's no end in sight. So I'm postponing starting any other massive projects, which is why I did not outline my fantasy novel. And the next step was to do world building for that fantasy novel, which I also postponed because I'm not getting started on another big project until I finish A Promise to Keep. And then I had two lovely little peoples. That's not how we're going to say that. Let's try this again. I had two amateur authors ask me to critique and read their writing and tell them what I think of it, basically. Or just to enjoy it. I don't really know. I had people ask me to read the writing, and I agreed because I don't know how to say no to anything. However, I did not finish reading either of those two novels, so they did not get a check mark the last quarter. I'm putting them on my list this quarter, and we'll see what happens. The biggest problem there is that amateur writing sucks. I go back and read my writing from when I was 17, like my very first published novel should not have been published. It's just, I wish someone had told me not to do it because amateur writing sucks. So, yeah, that's what I have to say about that. Amateur writing sucks. The last thing was social media and vlogs, which was hit and miss, as it always is. So let's move on. This year, first quarter, which 1 month is almost already passed. Good news, I've been busy. My list. I'm a little scatterbrained, can you tell? Number 1, finish A Promise to Keep. I'm gonna finish this. I swear I am. It's gonna happen. Getting familiar with Ingram Spark so that I can actually publish things, you know. Change everything to Mandi. That's already done and has a check mark. Look at me. Outline the Cure. This is if I finish A Promise to Keep, which hopefully will happen. We'll see. World building the Cure again if I finish A Promise to Keep. Editing Return to Sherwood, as in sending it out to my editors and hoping they don't tell me it's the worst book that was ever written. That's gonna happen after I familiarize myself with Ingram Spark. And then, of course, those two novels from lovely, I was about to call them lovely little people again. Yeah, those books. I'll read those. And then social media and vlogs, which is likely going to be hit and miss as always. So there you go. Those are my goals for this quarter of the year. I've already been productive. I've knocked one off the list. Hurrah! Which was actually, I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot of work. Change everything excuse me. It doesn't sound like a lot. I can't talk, can I? It doesn't sound like a lot of work to change everything from Amanda to Mandi. Because you just, you know, it seems like a simple change. You go in and be like, Mandi rather than Amanda. Which with most things, like my Facebook and my Twitter, was not a difficult thing to do. But then I had to change my website, and I had already bought the pseudonym for Amanda Grace, and then I was like, well, what am I doing? And I have business cards that have Amanda Grace on them, and so do I, like, get rid of all my business cards and get fresh ones, or do I keep Amanda Grace and, like, have two websites, or what do I do? Oh my, I was freaking out. What I ended up doing was buying several, because I don't want anyone else using it, several Mandi Grace domains, and then linking the Mandi Grace domains to my Amanda Grace author website. So the website is still both, technically, so that people can still find it if they happen to have one of my old business cards. That's what happened. Anyway, there was a bit more involved than I thought. But it was fun, and I actually really enjoy buying domains, I found out. I could have just sat there all day and been like, what else can I do? Like .org, .net, .com. Anyway. I have a lot of energy today, and I don't know that I've ever, I mean, I have been this energetic before, and my sister Rebecca will be like, oh yeah, this is normal Amanda, but I don't know that I've ever filmed while this energetic and crazy. I'm not entirely sure I want to post whatever this mess is, but it will be better than the one I tried to film while I was sick, because I was sitting here like, so yeah, quarterly writing goals, last time sucked, this time will be better. Like, it was horrible, so yeah, this is better. Crazy, but better. I'm officially rambling at this point, so let's hope I stay productive and get all these goals accomplished this quarter of the year. Yeah. Happy writing, everybody.